Sometimes in sports, history isn't made in the biggest arenas with the brightest lights or in the most hyped matchups. Sometimes it happens quietly, almost unexpectedly, in a moment that seems ordinary until you realize it has changed everything. That's what happened at the 2024 Monday Evian Championship, when a 21-year-old golfer named Lottie Woad stepped into the spotlight, delivered the round of her life, and captured the attention of the entire golfing world. Before that day, many casual fans had never even heard her name. To some, she was just another young player trying to make her mark in a sport filled with established champions. But those who had been following women's golf closely knew there was potential. They knew Woad had the talent. What no one could predict was that she was about to take that talent, combine it with years of preparation, and turn it into one of the most unforgettable breakout performances in recent LPGA history. To understand why her story hit so hard, you need to understand what was at stake. The LPGA Tour is one of the most competitive arenas in all of sports. Earning a spot isn't easy. In fact, it's notoriously difficult for most aspiring professionals. The only way in is through Q School, a grueling test of endurance and skill where every shot matters and nerves can derail years of preparation. But there's another way. Play your way in. Perform well enough at the right tournament, and you can skip the line entirely. That's the opportunity Lottie Woad had in front of her. But with opportunity comes pressure, the kind of pressure that can crush even the most talented athletes. Her first round were steady, impressive enough to keep her in contention. But steady doesn't change your life. To earn her place, she needed more. She needed a round that would separate her from the field, something spectacular. And that's exactly what happened in her final round. It started with a birdie, simple, calm, confident. Then another, and another. Slowly, the energy began to shift. Fans noticed. Commentators noticed. And most importantly, Woad noticed. Confidence is everything in golf. And once she found it, she rode the wave. By the middle of her round, she was unstoppable. One birdie after another. Her rhythm almost robotic, her composure beyond her years. By the seventh birdie, there was no denying it anymore. She wasn't just playing well. She was playing at a level that demanded attention. Social media lit up with her name. Clips of her sinking putts were shared and reshared. And on the course, you could feel the electricity building. Every swing, every step toward the green carried weight. She was on the verge of rewriting her future. When the final putt dropped, Lottie Woad had done more than secure her LPGA Tour card. She had announced her arrival to the world. What made her performance so compelling wasn't just a score. It was a story behind it. Because what we saw that day was a culmination of years of unseen work. The mornings on the practice range before the sun came up. The drills repeated until her hands ached. The countless times she walked off a course frustrated, only to come back the next day and try again. Her birdies weren't just birdies. They were proof that persistence pays off, that belief matters, and that when preparation meets opportunity, magic happens. And make no mistake, golf is a mental game. Ask any professional and they'll tell you, the hardest part isn't the swing, it's the focus. It's standing over a putt knowing that everything you work for is on the line, and still having the courage to take the stroke. That's what separates the good from the great. And that's why Woad's performance went viral. Because she didn't just show talent. She showed toughness. She showed poise under the kind of pressure that breaks players far more experienced than she is. The impact was immediate. Fans who had never watched a women's tournament before suddenly knew her name. Young players saw themselves in her, realizing that dreams really can come true if you put in the work. And for the LPGA, her breakout was a gift. A new star, a fresh story, a reason for people around the world to tune in and pay attention. This wasn't just about golf. It was about what happens when preparation collides with opportunity. Most of us will never stand on a tee box in a major championship, but we all face moments where everything feels on the line. The job interview that could change our career. The exam that decides whether we move forward. The moment we finally take a leap into the unknown. Those are our Evian championships. Those are our chances to rise. And Woad's story shows us how it's done. She didn't crumble under pressure. She didn't let fear control her. She trusted herself, trusted her preparation, and delivered when it mattered most. And that's a lesson we can all carry with us. What makes this story even more powerful is that it's only the beginning. Lottie Woad isn't a finished product. She's not a legend yet. She's a young player at the start of her journey. There will be struggles ahead. That's inevitable. There will be missed cuts, tough rounds, and weeks where nothing seems to fall into place. But the confidence she gained in that one round, the knowledge that she can perform when the stakes are highest, will carry her through. And that's what makes her so exciting to watch. For years, the LPGA has been defined by legends. Annika Sorenstam, Lorena Ochoa, Lydia Ko, Jean Young Ko, Nelly Korda. These women have lifted the game, carried it to new heights, and inspired millions. Now, with new stars like Rose Zhang and Lottie Woad stepping forward, the next generation is here. And that's what sport are all about, the passing of the torch, the constant renewal of talent, the never-ending stories of underdogs becoming champions. If you were watching that day in France, you know you witnessed something special. The French Alps in the distance, the summer sun glowing on the fairways, a leaderboard stacked with champions, and a young woman from Farnham, England, fearlessly climbing it. Shot after shot, birdie after birdie, the round of her life unfolding before our eyes. That's the beauty of sports, the unpredictability, the way, on any given day, anyone can rise to the occasion and change everything. Lottie Woad didn't just secure her LPGA card that day. She gave us a story of patience, of perseverance, of courage under pressure, a story that reminds us to keep going, to keep believing, to keep preparing, because you never know when your moment will come. Her story went viral because it wasn't just about golf. It was about life, about all of us who dream, who work, who wait for our chance. And when that chance comes, we all hope we'll be ready to do what she did. Step into the light and rise. Share, like, and subscribe to this channel for more informative videos like this. See you on the next one.